Let's quickly review where we're up to. We traversed the Creb and camped at the Annan River in episode 1. We explored Cape Bedford and the Coloured Sands in episode 2. Cape Flattery and the surrounding Silica Tracks were the focus of episode 3 and 4, and today we find ourselves camped on the Jeannie River, heading for Cape Melville, one of the most spectacular regions in Cape York.
Terry, you have burdocks all on your back here. Oh my god, there's like 50 of them. Where the hell did you get that?
I don't know.
What the hell?
I got burrs on my back.
And they're all stuck on the seat and on your back.
So while Jill's picking these burrs off my back, I'll give a track update. We've just left the Jeannie River and we are heading in a northerly direction. We've done this track before, twice actually, and it's a long one. We will definitely not make Melville today, I doubt anyway, highly doubt. We'll probably make Wakooka, an old abandoned station, and camp on the dusty track somewhere, and then Melville tomorrow, provided that Melville's open. The last time we heard before we left, it was still closed, so we're not quite sure whether it's open yet or not, but we'll see when we get there. But today is going to be a lot of this. A long, slow, dusty drive. Lots of little creek crossings, dry creek bed crossings, low range, second, third, that sort of stuff. When we came through here 6 years ago, we actually blazed the trail because it was right after a cyclone and there were trees down everywhere. And we were punching tracks left, right, and center trying to get around all these fallen trees. And there's no way we could have cut them up and got them off the track. There were literally hundreds, maybe even thousands.
This might be our track.
This could very well be our track, yes. Certainly the ones
people would have followed where we blazed. They would not have blazed their own after that.
No, certainly the bypasses around the fallen trees. Not too long after that, we came to a pretty significant washed out section on the track that you had to be a little bit careful on. So we hopped out to do a little bit of videoing. I trust you enjoyed as much as we did.
In the rut, that's it, stay in there. Continuing along the Wakooka Track, it's slow going, probably averaging 10 kilometers an hour, I guess. Nothing too terribly difficult, just very rutted out and very slow going. On Phil's battery, the scooters, who are our children and our children's friends, who are heading up, they have picked up an alternator, and then they're on the Creb tomorrow, making their way north. So that will sort Phil out. Once we get that, not sure where we'll do the handoff yet, but that's to come in a few days' time. And Maddie's battery, start battery, just dropped a cell. Brand new battery. Yeah. Just had to break the commentary here for a second because I wasn't sure which way we were going. Right, so Maddie's battery, start battery, dropped a cell. Brand new battery, 5 months old. A decent AGM as well. He can't start off it, which is okay because he's got a lithium as a second battery. And if it drops too low in voltage to start, if the main battery drops too low in voltage to start, he's got a little isolator in the cab where he just pushes a button, joins the two batteries up, and that's enough to fire it up. So we're not going to do anything about that. That's fine. We can manage that for the rest of the trip, which has still got 3 weeks to go. And those are probably the two major mechanical issues that we've encountered so far. Glad I'm not as high as you, Bill.
Very daunting. Very, very daunting. That's what I said.
Well, we're on the Melville track now. Just left Wakooka. And a little bit early to call what the track conditions are like, but we will see. One time we've been out here, it's taken us all day. Another trip we've been out here, it's taken us 2 hours. So it can be really, really variable. We're getting deep into the bowels of the Cape Melville track now. We are probably about 20 kilometers from Crocodile Camp on the coast and about 5k past the Ninian Bay turnoff. We met up with a couple of fellows on the track. His name was Dan.
They had a trailer that had some damage, and one of the vehicle loads of guys were heading to Cooktown to get it fixed. So they were at a temporary, unchosen campsite.
They did recognize Jafffa Adventures, so g'day Dan if you're out there and watching. I hope you guys got out safely.
Yes.
And I hope the rest of your trip was enjoyable. No doubt up to here was quite enjoyable too.
Just on the track to Cape Melville. Our first crossing.
Bottom straight to the middle.
Dirty water button.
Yes. Do not want to get stuck in there.
No, that's stinky water. We're only about 5k's from camp.
We're getting close to the coast now.
Fresh water running right down the middle of the track.
Yeah, it was just here, Sam. We park off to the side.
Memories of the last trip being discussed.
This is where we would come and fill up our water. Yep, I agree.
Yep, this is where we stopped.
So good, so nice.
Yay. How high's the tide?
And here we are on the beach at Cape Melville. One of our mostest favoritist camp spots in Australia. You got the Black Rock Mountains in behind you and all around you. Beautiful calm bay. It's just so good.
Here's the rest of our Jaffa team.
I am going to get these boots off and then beer.
Sounds good to me, dude.
So our awning is on that side, which is probably the side we want it out on
Okay.
because of the sun setting.
Yeah.
Here we are set up at one of the best beach camps in Australia, bar none. Good 4-hour difficult track to get in, to keep the fools out, and only the really committed get back here. But when you do, my goodness. That's the bay out at Melville. The sun's going to set over those islands. Along the beach there and around the corner there's an old plane wreck. And out the back you've got these beautiful round rock mountains. The only thing you do have to watch out for are schnapping handbags. There's a bit of a swamp just over there on the other side of the truck, which is frequented by crocs. And we have actually seen them up here on the beach as well. But if you're mindful of that, you won't find a better beach camp in Australia. That is my honest opinion. Cheers, everybody. Oh, wow.
this is why Cape Melville is amazing. We don't get to see the sunset on the East Coast, usually, like that. What you doing?
I'm cleaning off the solar panels, hon. They're very dusty.
Yes.
And I want maximum go-go juice.
But it's a big difference.
I bet it is. They're like filthy.
Yeah. Or very, very dusty. If I pulled down the back of the truck,
that?
you would see. Yeah.
Hi, hon.
Hi.
Rigging up again after I caught that trevally on that soft, on the silver lure.
Oh, Terry's just pulled in one. Look at that. Matt's doing the same. Double hook up. Terry and Matt. Here it comes. Woo! Salmon! Nice, Terry. Holy dooly, look at that one.
That is a monster.
I better say quick. Oh yeah, that's mine, he says. Mine.
Here's Jilly's first fish. It's got a decent sized little trevally. Well done, hon. I was filling the water can and you were doing what, laundry?
Yeah. I saw your rod and going.
Here it comes.
Mullet. It's a mullet.
A mullet? How good is a friggin' mullet?
A mullet off the beach.
Okay. Wipe in the water.
Yeah, that's it.
Look at Val, look himself. Hey, that's a
Got salmon here. 57 centimetres. Nice catch.
It's a good fish.
Beautiful fish.
I literally just cast it and it hit straight
yeah.
away.
Yeah,
What are we filleting here, Matt?
salmon.
Salmon. Salmon for lunch? Do a beer batter?
Not too much blood because we bled them.
Oh, it's a good size. Is that my one?
Your one.
What do you mean? I cast it. Cast the line out.
Just about yanked into the water.
I know. Thought I was going to go skiing.
Walking along the beach over to that rocky headland. It's dead low tide. And you can see at the interface, it's mud. You got sand and then mud. Jill's staying back at the camp and the rest of us are walking along. We are a man down. The G-man and his daughter and her partner have bailed today. They were getting a little bit homesick, so decided to go home. We're gonna forge on, obviously. We're only in week 1 of 4 weeks, so lots of adventure in front of us. Definitely croc country here. There's a slide right down the middle of this channel. Phil's gonna have a bit of a flick up there in that green water around those mangroves. What do we got? A grunner?
Yeah. Nice.
Nice hook, mate.
Oh, that's a jack. Yeah, it's a little jack.
Mangrove jack,
My
yeah?
first mangrove jack.
Nice.
Pretty good when you see him in the water.
Yeah, exactly. And jag him. What you get there, Philip?
We've got a nice estuary pod, I'm thinking.
Yeah, you sure do, mate.
We'll get a bit of a measure. It is definitely not legal.
No.
Under. I got 40 to there.
You got your back to the water, mate.
That's good.
Bye-bye.
Good catch, Phil.
You can see right through the guts of that creek, the croc slide. See where his belly's been run along the middle and the tracks on either side.
What you doing, Matt?
Making myself a dance there so we can sit and cool off.
In relative safety?
Yes.
Where we can see the schnappies coming? Put your ass cheeks in that, Matt. Very good. What do we got going on here, guys?
Oh, we got some fish bites.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. This morning's catch. It'll be fish bites for everyone.
Very nice.
Not bad for a little session this morning.
Not bad at all.
Today? Yeah, yesterday we put a call through to Brock and the Scooters because they were heading into Cairns. They'd left Crossbine heading to Cairns. We had reception at Cape Flattery where we were. We put a call through and asked him to see if he could track down an alternator when he got into Cairns. I just made contact with them on the sat phone and they have an alternator on board to suit Phil's GU, which is a little bit of peace of mind for all of us.
That's Philip in the background. He's a happy man.
Lucky hell. So I give us half an hour with a couple of beers and we'll have that fitted. Bit of improvising, bit of planning, bit of logistics.
And a bunch of mates.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Whoa! Jumping! Hakeem, eat your heart out.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, baby.
Salmonoid!
Oh, beautiful. Good one, Matt.
Just sitting on the beach at Melville in the morning.
Good job, Philip. Nice.
It's like dead weight now, isn't it? It's like dead weight now. Well, Ray's not going to hit like that, I wouldn't think.
Ray's locked down already.
Yeah, it'll be just dead.
And a Ray won't pick up a lure like that because they're stuck on the bottom.
Yeah. Looks
That's
like you've got
big.
a fair bit of line back, Phil.
Oh, it's a shark.
What you got on there, Philip?
Something reasonably decent
Yes.
at this stage, at first glimpse, I think.
Percy's gone out of the
possibly
water.
shark. I'm putting money on for the shark now.
What did you catch him on, mate?
On a lure, it's on a Rapala. It's a shallow, long cast, 120.
Oh, no, that was about 400. Yeah? Yep.
Yeah.
I think you'll be okay on the tail. Don't break it now, baby.
That's a big fish.
Just want to keep his head at bay.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, you mate. Hold the tails, mate.
Heavy.
Yeah, heavy, all right.
All right.
Right, I'm going to put this down.
Yep.
Hello, mate. You give me back my lure and we'll be friends. Hey, look at those evil fucking eyes. Roll him.
There we go.
I'm scared. I think I'm a little bit more scared.
That's it. Back he goes.
That's a good photo, Robin. Everybody.
That's the shark.
Oh, he's bleeding. Put him back in.
That's all right.
quick.
No, that's not bad. It's a shark. Thanks, mate. Thanks for the fun.
See ya.
There you go.
See if I could get the dolphin.
There he is.
There he is.
Sharon's down talking to Mr. Percy.
Oh, what's happening, Jill?
Something. I got something. Little Trevor.
Little baby Trevally. Is it?
Same time.
I see you got a bit of a bucket of fish here, mate.
A wee bucket. A couple little Trevors there. They look small compared to these other ones, but they're actually good fish.
They're decent size.
Dude.
Get back up there. Get in line.
Woo! Look at that.
What's that, number 8?
Number 8 salmon.
That's a decent fish, that one.
Are they your first fish, Jill?
Oh, not in my life.
First decent fish?
Yeah, like just fishing off the beach like that, I think.
What is happening here? Who is the kitchen bitch?
Ended up in the kitchen. I don't know how that happened, mate.
Hey?
I don't know. I don't know what I did.
All the shenanigans aside, Ted, tell us what you're doing.
Alrighty, mate. So we've got just this normal, ordinary coating mix from somebody. And we've got our catch from this morning.
Nice.
And we got a bit of butter in the pan. That's it. Let's bit of a zoom in on what you got going on there. Yeah, just gonna lightly keep them in there, and she's gonna be just beautiful.
Jamie Oliver, eat your heart out.
Eat your heart out.
Hey?
While we were camped on the beach, this bad boy came and visited us every day.
So what do we got happening here, gentlemen?
We are removing an alternator. Phil's had a little bit of a charging issue for the last few days, and with extensive diagnostics from everyone, we've put it down to his alternator simply not charging. We put a call out to the boot scooters.
Who are basically our children and their friends.
Correct. And they are doing a similar track to us, but they're a week behind us. So we put a call out to the lads and said, boys, can you pick us up an alternator? We gave them a call on the sat phone. They got a sat phone as well, so sat phone to sat phone. And with, how do you say, great happiness, they've volunteered to come out to our location with the alternator. So it's saved us a lot. So in return, we've got a fridge full of fish for them.
Yes, indeed.
And yeah, so we just thought, we had a bit of a yarn. We thought, oh, stuff it, give us something to do. We'll pull this one out, and that way then we've just got to fit the new one. They're not a big job.
Get it? Yeah. So what's involved? You got to pull off the intake hose by the looks
Yeah,
of it.
from the turbo to the air cleaner.
Yeah.
Phil's got that out of the way. We just popped the trim off the inner guard. We've undone the bottom bolts. They're out. Phil's undone the top bolt. I just undone the positive wire. I just got one more plug here and flicked the belt off.
And the reason you had to pull the inner guard off was just to access the bottom.
Mate. Yeah, it's just a little flap, and you can access straight in. It saves lining it back in the sand from underneath. We're getting too old for that.
I've had some dramas with mine as well, actually. I've got 3 solar panels on the roof, 3 115 watt panels, and I've lost one. One went down. It's putting out 17 volts, but 0 amps, nothing at all. So I'm running on 2/3 capacity, which is fine. Just means that I can't rape the sun as much as I'd like to. Sounds good.
Yep, nice. We are free, gentlemen.
we have it. One dead alternator.